And now, as you see, the stage is being set for our next session, which is a fireside chat. Now, this fireside chat is going to talk about panning up for the new era of Tata IPL on JioStar. And I'd like to welcome on stage, amidst a huge round of applause, Mr. Hemant Kewalya, India Lead Audience Measurement at Nielsen. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming him. A very warm welcome. Joining him is Arup Bansal, Head Monetization and Strategy, Sports JioStar. We could do that applause a little warmer. And it's a cold morning, isn't it? And moderating this session is our very own Ms. Venkateswa Smita Biswas, Executive Editor at AFAX. Let's welcome her as well. A very warm welcome to you, and just with I leave the stage over to you.
स्लाइड थोड़ा दे अब स्लाइड दे बस
Good morning. Am I audible? Yes. Super. That little rearrangement of furniture. Okay, let's start it. The IPL, I think it's in its 17th year now, and having written about the IPL for many of these 17 years, I can tell you that often when reporters introduce the IPL, we start out by writing the Super Bowl of India. But I think in its 17th year, and given the kind of numbers that the IPL does these days, I'll just refer to some of the numbers that Star and Jio, inform us about. The reach on TV is about 550 million, and on digital alone, it is 620 million. With those kind of numbers, I think it's time we stop calling it the Super Bowl of India. I think it's the IPL, and let's just call it that. What do you all agree? Can I have a round of applause if all of you agree with that? Maybe the Super Bowl should start looking at us and saying, we are the IPL of the US or something like that, right? Agree. So Arup, why don't you tell us? So many brands have been built on the IPL, given these kind of numbers, and for 17 years. And we know all these brands. If a brand uses IPL as a platform, you can be sure at least for the next 5 years we know about this brand. Cred has done that, several other fintech, edtech companies, startups in the last, I think, 5-7 years have used IPL. And IPL also turns out to be one of those events in the annual calendar for brands where they want to be on it, one way or another, right? And it is one of those events also that introduces to the marketers and audiences a whole new way of consuming cricket and using cricket to reach audiences. So what can people expect in IPL 2025?
Discussion to the advertisers in terms of how we are redefining the advertiser experience on IPL. This year, we are at the cusp of how IPL is going to get redefined for advertisers. We have seen the scale of IPL, which is unprecedented in the world. And like rightly mentioned, it is no longer Super Bowl, IPL like Super Bowl. IPL in itself is the largest franchisee in the world now. And what we are doing in JioStar is redefining the way IPL becomes available to advertisers to harness the reach that you mentioned for their different advertising objectives. So the objectives of advertisers, depending on which brand stage they are, or the budgets that they have, depending on wherever they are, we are continuing on our commitment to making advertising on IPL democratic. Every type of advertiser, whatever budgets that they can, we have something for every advertiser in the that is there who wants to advertise. What we are doing, we are launching record-breaking innovations during IPL. We are also innovating in the way ad formats can be used for engagement on IPL. We have redefined the way targeting can be done on IPL, and with comprehensive reporting and measurement, we see that this year is going to be the year of advertiser for the market.
Sounds very promising. If I can come to you, Nielsen is in partnership with JioStar this year to help with measurement and analyzing, the humongous, volumes of data, that JioStar will be handling. Can you tell us a little about what this partnership is about and what you will be offering?
Mentioned innovation and measurement in the same breath, and that's what this collaboration is. Setu says this is the first time we have collaborated like this with, Jio is the first Indian publisher with which Nielsen has collaborated. Probably the first one in Asia as well, so that's great for Nielsen as well as Jio. What this collaboration brings in is transparency that advertisers are seeking, right? Along with the trusted, validated third-party data. Well, first-party data has been shared, it's there, but what advertisers are looking at the additional trust, which to say that whatever the monies are being spent are well spent. They understand with what audiences are engaging with, who are engaging with the campaigns, where are they engaging with, and also through the ROI of the campaign. And that's what this collaboration aims to achieve.
Got it. And I want to come to you. When we speak about measurement, especially on digital, it's something that advertisers have wanted forever, right? And especially on something like an IPL, because there is so much investment in it, and they want to know, okay, I spent all of this money, what happened, was it effective, etc. So can you take us a little into the motivation behind this partnership with Nielsen?
I think Srikanth noted about this that Jio has transformed the way digital consumption in the country has been, right? And what has happened is digital has reached the kind of scale which is unprecedented in the world, right? So advertisers are using the scale of digital to advertise, and advertisers need validation of the marketing dollars that they spend. And this is where our partnership with Nielsen comes into play, to build that trust, that credibility with the advertisers, that the granular data that we provide to advertisers, that is not just robust and as detailed, meeting all the advertiser objectives, but is also verifiable by a third party. So this is something that makes this partnership unique. And I think Hemant just mentioned, we are the first Indian publisher to do this kind of deep engagement with a third-party measurement partner to bring to the advertisers in India a completely reliable, independent measurement of ROI and effectiveness of their campaigns.
Since it's the first and it is of this scale, can you tell us a little about, how could you reassure advertisers and brands that you can handle something of the scale of an IPL?
I think you compared IPL with Super Bowl, Nielsen measures Super Bowl. So we've done that in the past, and I think most of big live events Nielsen measures globally, and that's where the expertise comes in. I think safe to say we have the infrastructure, we have the capability, can be scaled up as we can. So should not be an issue.
Very feeling confident with that reassurance from Hemant, I hope so. If we can go into a little bit of the details of, when we started out, we said so many innovations. If you can detail some of those, and especially with, the ad formats, and we've seen with IPL historically that brands get a whole new way of interacting with consumers, especially on digital, on mobile phones. Can you take us a little into what these innovations are?
Yeah. So Premiumization is one of the biggest themes that is in the market today. Most of the advertisers are coming up with premium products and brands. The scale that IPL provides, we have created a premium cohort for advertisers to leverage the scale of IPL to the most premium set of audiences. So whether it is the IPL, whether it is the iPhone phone users, or it is Android phone users which are greater than 50K price point, or the CTV users. What we have seen on IPL is the number of CTVs that get hit is like it never does in any other throughout the year. So we get the most amount of premium households and individuals watching IPL, and now we are able to target them using the cohorts that we have unleashed during this IPL. Not just the most premium. Through technological advancements, we have made live sports available on feature phone. So across the consumer strata, advertisers can choose the kind of audiences they want to reach, and we will be able to provide them at scale to these brands. That's one. You have a question.
Yeah. So you mentioned these different cohorts, right? So these are based on your price of your mobile phone. Can you maybe detail a few other cohorts that can be leveraged?
Yeah. So the other very interesting, especially for B2C companies that that Srikanth mentioned, was that they have their own first-party data. Right. So when they want to advertise, they are very clear in terms of users who already have their apps, users who are actively engaging on their app versus lapsed users. How can, as a publisher who has these audiences at scale, can enable them to target those users differently? Because they will be dormant users, they will be new users. There is a wide spectrum of user journey that happens on their platform. So we can now enable advertisers to target across the user journey with different types of ad formats and messaging on IPL. That's another such cohort. What we have also done is we have created tailor-made offerings for different brand goals. So for example, if a brand has a goal of launching, then we have created a module which specially focuses on maximizing the IPL reach for launching a brand. For example, not just on advertising and top of the funnel, if advertisers want to build affinity for trade, then how can IPL offer that opportunity for advertisers to build on their trade engagement? So, there are different modules like these that we have introduced during this IPL, and there are many more for this.
So the brand launch module seems very interesting. Can you tell us, like, so what would one expect in a module like that? Is it that you are saying, for so many impressions, these are different formats to use, and these are matches to invest on? What kind of advice would you be giving if someone chose a module?
Yeah. So the points that you mentioned, different ad formats, different ways of scheduling on the match, because like you mentioned, it's the 70th edition. We have a lot of learning in terms of how brands can leverage IPL to deliver on those outcomes. We have now put all of those learnings together to be able to create a module which the brands can now leverage offhand. We have launched new ad units which specially focus towards brand launch as a module. So those are the new ways in which we are unlocking this.
What are these brand ad units that you speak of? Can you tell us?
So we have a brand unit called Interstitial. So what we can do is, if the brand wants to a select set of audiences, as soon as you open our app, the first thing that you will see is the brand ad. And that could create a huge amount of scale and memorability for brand, which they would have to, in any other situation, wait for their commercial to be displayed.
So this will be a full screen takeover of sorts.
Yes.
It's not just a banner or
Not
box.
just that, exactly.
Full. Wow. Okay. Good. So is that your most premium offering from an ad format point of view, this IPL in some sense?
So I won't say premium because premium connotation is very different. Somebody would want to use a CTV audience more discriminatingly than using this. This is relevant for somebody who wants to launch a new brand or wants to do a completely new makeover. So it is different sizes for different tailor-made requirements.
Good. And I have one more question for you. We're talking about the digital handheld device, the mobile phone, and I think the universe of mobile phones is in what? The 800 million possibly or some such?
Just a data point, we now have 900 million plus broadband mobile connections.
Right. Yeah. So with that as the number and people spending so much time on their mobile phones, I was a little shocked yesterday. I swiped across one of my screens and it told me how much time I spent on my mobile phone. It was 8 hours yesterday. Not the data point I want to know, but that's, on work, entertainment, everything. We spend so much time on the mobile phone, and we also consume ads while we are at it, right? So there has been a study that JioStar has done with neurons, I was reading about, that said that on cricket in particular, the attention that viewers have for a long form ad is much higher compared to those, where you're just scrolling through either a social media platform or a UGC platform. You can, maybe skip an ad, or you just, maybe passive consuming in some sense, right? So can you give us a little gist of what this study says about cricket ad viewership and engagement on mobile?
Yeah, so like we were discussing, right? India now has 900 million plus mobile broadband connections, and we have like never before video consumption as you mentioned 8 hours a days. Majority of that I'm assuming would be on long form video and all of this. So what we were intrigued to understand is that is there any discriminating factor for ads when brands advertise their ads on live content versus non-live content? So is there a discriminating impact on consumers when a brand advertises on live versus non-live content? Right? So we partnered with this company called Neurons, and they have a very scientific way to measure not prompted responses but neurological responses that happen when a person is watching ads in live context versus non-live context. And what we discovered is that there is a significant difference on the memorability, the ad attention, and engagement with the ad when the users are interacting with the ad on live content versus non-live content. Which is where it becomes, this study also comes at the right time because we are in market, making IPL, WPL, Champions Trophy available to advertisers to give them more confidence in terms of how advertising on live is different than advertising on non-live.
If I come to, Arup just mentioned how there are multiple sports properties that JioStar will broadcast to viewers, and several others beyond cricket, etc. So this Nielsen partnership that is there, can we expect to have this applied on other sporting events or any other stuff beyond IPL?
Definitely. IPL is great, it starts with IPL, and we are very excited that it's starting with IPL, the biggest sporting event in India. But you watch 8 hours of content on mobile, we can't let it go. We should measure everything on that. Hence, it goes beyond cricket, definitely, beyond sports, beyond live TV. It does include entertainment and other content formats. Hopefully, we'll enhance the metrics as we go along. CTV, the power of CTV, if you add CTV as a metric, OV factors there. Hopefully, fingers crossed media in future.
That's, I mean, every marketer's dream, right? Cross media. So we have a little time for Q&A. So if anybody has, and I'm sure people have questions, people who want to invest in the IPL this year, please mention your name, affiliation, and your question, if you can keep it brief. And tell us to whom you are addressing your question. Mike? Okay.
Hi, I'm Neha Kapoor. I am from Digital Innovation, and my question to Anup is that so right now we were talking from the advertiser side. I want to ask a question from the consumer side. That why these IPL is going on? Is there any measures that you're taking on personalization connecting with the consumer? Are there any ways that the consumer can directly interact and the advertiser can get the information about it?
So absolutely. So there is a lot of innovative work that they are doing to make the app experience for the user more native to that specific user. How to bring in more personalization, to bring in the recommendation engines, which can then tailor-make to the requirements or your viewing habits. Not just that, we are also coming up with unique content which can tailor-make to the different needs of your consumption journey. So it's not that you only want to watch live sports throughout, or you only want to watch movies throughout, or you only want to watch particular type of content. So we are also increasing the scope of content that is going to be available on the platform. But a lot more of that will come soon as we unveil the new digital brand of JioStar, which is going to happen soon.
Thank you so much.
So much news breaking on this platform today. We should all be glad that you're here this morning. Can someone get a mic to the lady in the third row?
Hello. My name is Deboji. I'm from Falcons Consulting. So, my question is to both of you. Honestly, while planning for a brand for an annual plan, if we say, there are two seasons that we don't want to miss. One is obviously Diwali Dussehra, and the other one is IPL. But having said that, like you mentioned, it's a portal for new brands to come up, and now we are doing a lot with data that we can support to tell them that this is one of the best spots that they should aim for. The concern still remains that there are so many brands that are going to jump on this. A new brand or a fairly new brand, let's say a couple of years or something, will they actually be able to, make an impact? Given the fact that ROI will be their concern, they're fairly new, and the fact that so many brands are over there. Yeah.
Good question, right? And effectively, if you are looking at ROI, it's also targeting of the brands, targeting of the cohort, right? Cohort becomes very important, right? You can't target everybody under the sun, right? You have to be very focused. And what Luke mentioned is he has those kind of supporting ad tools. We didn't do that. Where Nielsen comes in is it measures that kind of thing, whether the right kind of audiences are reached or not. And then comes back to you saying, Arup promised you something that you will reach out to certain kind of audiences, and Nielsen comes back to you saying, yes, let's say out of 100, X percentage will reach, and that's how your ROI can be calculated.
And just to add to what he said, there are inputs and then there are outcomes. Right? So there are outcomes that Nielsen will help us validate, the ROI Nielsen will help us validate, and on the inputs, we now will have so much more data and information that we can customize the input to deliver to maximizing your outputs. So in a combination of all of this, that is what we do as a publisher, and then Nielsen will help you validate all.
There was one more question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is Meenakshi. I'm from Stockholm Startup. What IPL talks about is branding. And for startups who are always crunched and looking short term, is there a plan to look at developing performance? And I'm talking from a point of view of startups who wants to think long term, who wants to think that and consideration, but is always constrained to think short. Anything there?
So Meenakshi, absolutely, we have a module called brand performance. So that is the module that we can use to enhance both the brand side of the journey and performance side of the journey. Also, the way to look at IPL is this is the time you water the sponge, because in performance we are always trying to squeeze the sponge that is already there. And sponge, think of sponge as your consumers or your potential consumers, and water is what we expect out of them. Now, all performance marketing is trying to squeeze as much water from that sponge. The way to actually look at IPL is how do you water that sponge, because there is only so much. Because what will eventually end up happening is that you will become another potato, and it's very difficult to differentiate one potato versus the other. So for you to be able to stand out and do it in the long term is what IPL will be able to deliver, with the immediate solution of immediate business results as well. So we have a module on that.
It's an interesting analogy. There's one question, I think this will be the last question we take, the lady in black in the last row. If we can get a mic to her quickly. Nobody will ever forget the sponge analogy and thinking about IPL ad spend that way anymore.
Hello, I'm Piyush, I'm from Reliance Foundation. My question to both of you is, as now we are consuming more and more of digital content, and we probably know that there's advertisements coming up, and our attention to those advertisements is not as much as it used to be. So how do we track that data of what? Because again, if someone is actively seeking an advertising, the results may be very different. In digital, in out of home also now we have technologies which enable us to segregate what the attention span, how people are seeking it. So how do we track, how do we derive this data, and how do we use it to leverage our brand performance?
I think there are various tools available in the market, and you hit nail on the head, right? That's everyday's question right now. Where should I do it? How much should I do it? Which format should I do it? Right? And it's not one answer to that. There may be some iteration to it. You may need to have a combination of various measurement tools. So while we are collaborating with JioStar on one aspect of measurement, there are various other aspects where you can understand that format, their attention. You mentioned one study where they actually did that, right? So there are various tools available. I think the challenge is to understand what kind of portfolio measurement tools are there, which is a better fit, which you should do personally, how should you iterate, and therefore measure the performance with each step, and therefore be better at it. And that's why I think Nielsen comes in, because we have that kind of measurement tools, and which helps you measure that.
Thank you so much, and thank you for all of your questions. I know there were a few more questions we have not been able to get to all of you because we are running out of time, but these two gentlemen are here to answer all your questions about IPL. You can catch them outside, yes? They'll be here, and they've already been very generous with their time. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. And